Welcome to the Contra Costa College Library's Jumpstart workshop on APA Citation Style. In this video, we'll be going over why citation is important, 2 key strategies for using other people's ideas in your own work, plus how to get help with your citation questions from CCC librarians, like me. In the first part of this video, I want to talk about key reasons why it's important to use citations, going beyond just because my instructor told me so. First of all, it's important to acknowledge the work of others who have come before you. It's like a tip of the hat. Second, when you present the expertise and evidence that you consulted to form your conclusions, by extension, you yourself become more credible. Another reason for citing your work is that you also allow others to see for themselves what brought you to the conclusions that you reached as you created your argument. Also, when you properly cite the work of others, you avoid plagiarism, which is taken really seriously in an academic context, like at CCC. And this reason is my personal favorite. Research is hard work, and your citations allow you to show off the treasures that you found along your research journey. The second part of this video talks about how to use other people's ideas responsibly. There are 2 main ways that you can use other people's ideas responsibly. The first is direct quotation, also known as someone else's words. You're probably already familiar with this idea because it's pretty common in academic writing. Here is what a proper in-text citation in APA Citation Style should look like in the body of your paper when you're using a direct quotation. Notice the quote marks, the signal phrase, Grady et al. Plus the year, and the page number in parentheses at the end with the letter P and a period. We'll talk more in a little bit about the different patterns that you can use for in-text citations. But for now, just remember that when you use other authors' words, you have to use the page number or its equivalent. Remember also that citations have 2 parts. There's the in-text citation in the body of your paper, the part that you're writing, and then there's the full citation, which you put in your references list at the end of your paper. This has details like the full title of the source, the name of the journal that it came from, and maybe even the database that you used to find this article. The CCC Library has a list of a lot of different kinds of sources and how they should be formatted based on APA citation style. There's too many details and differences to go over in a video like this, but make sure to go to the CCC Library website and look for our APA reference list handout. The second way that you can use other people's ideas responsibly is to paraphrase. In other words, someone else's ideas, but your own words. Paraphrasing is a bit like a rock band covering a popular song. It's enough like the original that you recognize the main idea, but it's clear that it's not the original. Here is what a paraphrase could look like. Notice that I didn't use a signal phrase, so I have to put the author of the source inside the parentheses. Notice also that there is no page number here because I didn't directly quote the authors. I used my own words to represent their ideas. The rule of thumb you should use: paraphrase whenever possible and use quotations only when the author's words are awesome. The APA manual says that paraphrasing is preferred to direct quotation unless the author has said something, quote, memorably or succinctly, or you want to respond to the exact wording of a source. Something that confuses a lot of students is the fact that there is no one right way to do an in-text citation. They come in a lot of different flavors. Part of what you are doing when you write a research paper is make stylistic choices as the author. What will make your argument clearer? What sounds best to you? Take a look at these 3 examples. In the first, there's a slight emphasis on the point that's being made here. Stories can be used to teach social skills. In the second, there is more of an emphasis on the case study done by these experts, since the sentence starts with a signal phrase. Wolf and Baker offer a case study. In the third example, there is an emphasis on the words that Wolf and Baker used to describe Dr. Seuss's stories and the values that they teach. They teach respect and social responsibility. So when you're preparing an in-text citation, think about what is the most important aspect of the source that you're using to make your point. Is it that these folks are experts? Is it that the words that they use? Or is it some other aspect of the quoted material or paraphrased material? Now, what do you do when your source doesn't have page numbers? Perhaps it comes from a website or an online video or podcast. Here are some tips for using direct quotations for sources without page numbers. Count the paragraphs on the web page and put it in put the word para, period, and the number of the paragraph that it is. You could also use section headings. A lot of web pages that are really long will have headers that will help break up the text. So you can use those section headers. Or if it's a video or a podcast, something with a counter, you can use the timestamp of the quote that you're using. Your goal here is helping your reader locate the quoted material to see for themselves. So think about the features of your source that will help them find that quotation easily and quickly. And remember, APA style really wants you to paraphrase as much as you possibly can. So you really shouldn't have to worry that much about page numbers if you are paraphrasing your sources like you're supposed to be. And don't forget, your CCC librarians are here to help you with all aspects of APA citations and using research sources in your writing. You can reach us by 24/7 chat, phone, text, and email. The QR code on your screen right now takes you directly to our live chat with a librarian anytime, day or night. Good luck with your citations, and don't forget to ask for help if you need it. That's what we're here for.